What's up, YouTube? It's Chris with C-Dub Sports Cards, and we are back today with another opening video. As you can see in front of me, I have this giant shoebox full of packs. And you're like, well, what is this? Well, I saw a deal on eBay that I couldn't say no to. It was approximately 80 different junk wax. Well, not different, There's a stack of these. These are all the same. These are all the same. And then these are about half and half different. So there's 4 different packs. Junk Wax era hockey and Junk Wax era football. I paid about 50 cents a pack, but I figured it would be fun for nostalgia value. I don't know about you guys. I opened up every single one of these except for maybe this one. This is 92-93 hockey. I don't know if I opened up any of that, but I definitely opened up a bunch of the other ones. I'll show you what they are in a minute. Let me get the rest of these out of the way. I figure we'll open up 4 of these a break, for the next month or two, and just have some nostalgia value. But this is really what we're breaking into today. We have 2 24-25 Panini Prizm Premier League blaster boxes. These just came out probably about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, but they have not held their value in the least. I picked up both of these for $15 each. That included tax and shipping. So $30 for 2 blasters. Probably not going to be very good if they haven't held their value at all in less than a month or two, but we'll try them out. Before we open them, we're going to do some more shout-outs. As you can see back here, we have some shout-outs for some of the smaller channels on YouTube. They would love for you to go and subscribe to them. Lazy Ass Rips, Bearded Ball Card Fanatic, CNY Sports Cards, Team Smith Rips, and Ball Cards with Jay-Z. These are all smaller channels with less than 100 subscribers. And I remember when I was that size, you were just hoping every day to see a new subscriber pop up. It's a tough grind at the beginning. It's really hard to get your content out there and for other people to see it on YouTube. All the likes and subscribes is what you want. And hopefully you guys can give them some likes, give them some new subscriptions, make their day. They're all really good channels. They all have lots of good content. Definitely go check them out. We're also going to do some shout outs today for that second level. That second level is more than 100 subscribers. I'm in that level. These are people that have somewhere between 100 and 500 subscribers. These are people that I watch every time they drop a new video. I comment on most of their breaks. They're all really good people. You should definitely go check them out. Mighty Ox Breaks, Vegas Sean Rips, Ideal Hit Chaser, Triple Play Sports Cards, Dad and Daughters Collectibles, Natural State Sports Cards, and What the Pack, WTP. Definitely go check those guys out. Give them a like and a subscribe. They all open different stuff. Some open baseball, some open football, some do basketball, some are WNBA. There's even some that do some Pokemon and some Magic and stuff like that. Different strokes for different folks. Definitely go check them out. Give them a like and a subscription. I would much appreciate it if you guys do that. Now, let's break into these Panini Prizm blaster boxes. I don't have high expectations. I'm just being straight up with you. Like I said, these are already down. Oh, wait. Before we do that, we got to do our junk wax packs. See, I've already forgot about our junk wax packs. So here's our junk wax packs. We have Upper Deck 91-92 hockey, 92-93 hockey Upper Deck, 91 NFL football. This was the first year of NFL football. I definitely opened a ton of this. You can get Favre rookies. That's basically what you're looking for. And Stadium Club 92. I don't know who's in 92 Stadium Club, but Stadium Club always has good pictures. We will start with hockey and work our way to football. So here we go. Nostalgia time. I opened up a lot of this. I believe 91-92 you were looking at. Oh, is this high number? NHL. Doesn't say anything about high numbers. This is probably the base. We're just going to be searching mostly for like Gretzky's and Lemieux. In the high numbers, there was Pavel Bure rookies, and there was Sergei Fedorov rookies, I believe, this year. So there was definitely some chases in the high number. But I'm pretty sure this is just the base. We'll check it out. Here's a draft pick guy, Patrick Pooling. Ed Belfour rookie. That's not terrible. Eddie the Eagle. That's probably like $1. I'll take that out of my junk wax era pack. Eddie the Eagle. Great goaltender. Not sure if he's in the Hall of Fame. Should be. Eddie the Eagle. Heck yeah. There we go. Bam. Junk Wax era, baby, coming through. Oh, these are going to be so much fun. Kirk Mueller. Every which way, don't care. Johan Garpenlov? Garpenlov? Something like that. Ron Tugnut. Ken Reggett. Daniel Morose. Jeff Bukaboom. Great name. Bukaboom. Vajislav Fetisov. Yari Littell. Jovan Koravo. Yari Curry, Finland, Canada Cup. That's cool. And some sort of propaganda. Hey, man, we got an Eddie the Eagle out of the first pack. I'm happy with that. Here's 92-93. I don't think I opened up any 92-93. This pack does not look familiar at all. But we'll check it out. Maybe the design will ring some bells. More propaganda. Wayne Gretzky, Hockey Heroes commemorative sheet. Checklist card, is that Madonna? Yeah, young Madonna. That's not terrible. Mike Gartner. Now that I look at him, I probably did buy some of this. Not as much as the last one we opened, but I still bought some of it. Jim Waite. Oh, look. Jim Waite again. Dale Craigwell, Jim Waite. Pat Verbeek. Jason Marshall. Yari Curry. He was an all-time great. Yari Curry had over 1,000 points already at this point. Ken Daneko. Marcus Naslund on the World Junior Tournament. I think there's some decent players in this World Junior Tournament. Naslund I don't think is terrible. We'll put it aside. Frank Petrolangelo. Gary Galley. C.J. Young, Team USA. Yeah, I don't know about that. Ooh, look at this. There's your chase card from this set. The Peter Forsberg. I'm pretty sure this is like a pre-rookie card. Hometown club in the Swedish elite. Fourth leading scorer. Yeah, this is before he came to the pros. So we are doing really, really good on these hockey ones. Peter Forsberg is definitely in the Hall of Fame. I don't even think that's a question. Excellent player. Peter Forsberg. That's excellent. I don't know if you could do a whole lot better. C.J. Young, Team USA. I don't think he really made it in the pros. But, okay. All right. Those are two pretty good hockey packs to open up our junk wax. Here we go. Football, 91. I opened so much of this. I used to have so many Favre rookies. I had the whole... who's the legend that you're chasing this year? Doesn't say. Is it Joe Montana? That's like the hero set. I'm pretty sure I had the whole set 3 times over. Dennis Smith. Lawrence Taylor. One of the greatest pass rushers of all time. Andre Ware. Ricky Nattiel. There's a great quarterback coming up. Eric McMillan. Anthony Munoz, the greatest tackle of all time. A lot of people will tell you. Steve Young. Hassan Jones. Fred Stokes. Season leaders. Derek Thomas is out for sacks. Yep, 20 sacks. Bruce Smith had 19. Richard Johnson. And Irv Pankey. I don't remember Irv Pankey at all. No rookies in that pack. You know, a few Hall of Famers, not bad. And here's Stadium Club. You know, Stadium Club is known for the photography. It even was back then. And one of the things I like about the old Stadium Club packs, you will see here on the back, they show you a picture of their Topps rookie card. I always thought that was cool. Little touch. So here we go. Stadium Club, no borders, you know, just pictures. Beautiful looking cards, you know, even for back in the day. Like, you know, that was a stunning difference from this. Like, very papery stock. This is a little thicker, feels a little better in your hand. It's got gloss to it. Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot the names. Vernon Turner, Fred Stokes. Everything else is backwards and upside down. Shane Conlon. Don Maggs. I don't remember Don Maggs either. Looks like an O lineman maybe. Louis Aguilar, a punter. Barry Ward. John Roper. Ken Toll, he was a very good center for the Bills or guard. Mark Stepnoski, good offensive lineman for the Cowboys. Ken Norton, excellent linebacker. Propaganda, club membership. Chris Spielman, Eric Martin, Leon Seals, Kirk Loudermilk, another good center, and Marion Butts, big, powerful running back. So nothing very good in our Stadium Club pack, but I do love the look. Fun jaunt down memory lane. Like I said, we'll do that to start every break. We did really good with our hockey packs, that's for sure. Can't deny that. Oh, somehow this card fell. A Russian star, Sergei Sorokin. I don't think he made it either. But anyway, here we go. Our blaster boxes. Premier League is right around the table. They start in like 3 weeks. Something like that. I saw they were playing their American League Tour preseason games this weekend. Everton played Bournemouth, and Bournemouth was beating the snot out of Everton. Now, I will admit that they didn't bring like their whole team. It was like half starters, half, B players, backup guys. So I don't know if it's a really good, Bournemouth is that much better than Everton. Bournemouth last year finished better than Everton. They probably will again this year. We'll see. But, it was 3-0 after like 70 minutes, and me and my pops turned it off. We were kind of bored with it and moved on to something else. But it's about 3 weeks away, which means the other leagues will be kicking off right around the same time, maybe a week or two later. So soccer club style is right around the corner. And this is last year's release, which I said came out, I want to say a month or two ago. So I don't think they actually have the license anymore. I think they lost this license too. I believe during that game that I was watching, I saw a sign saying Topps, new on the advertising board. Topps, the new whatchamacallit of the Premier League. So a new trading card, whatever, of the Premier League. So I think Topps is going to start doing it. So this might be the last Prizm release we see, at least for the Premier League. And I forgot that they're all pink. I actually don't like that. Simon Adingara. I'm surprised that's not a rookie. Mikel Damsgaard, he's a good player. An orange of Michael Golding. And Alexander Arnold, who I believe left and went to Real Madrid. So an orange rookie. Does it say anything about oranges on here? There's what we're looking for. Sorry, I didn't show you that. Ultra rare insert, sublime, green pulsar autographs, and more. Doesn't say anything about orange. It's not numbered. We will see how many more we get. The Leicester City rookie. Doesn't really tell me what position he plays anywhere, which is unfortunate. That's a bad job by Panini. He should always tell you what position he plays. It's one of those things we would like to know. If he's a defender, he probably doesn't have a lot of value. If he's a striker, maybe he could turn into something. If he's a midfielder that control the middle of the field and do some nice assists, maybe he could turn into something. If he's a defender, there ain't much chance. Tomas Souček, I'm a big Souček fan. I think he's a really good midfielder. I'm surprised he hasn't been stolen away from West Ham yet. Belil El Khanous rookie from Leicester City. They apparently have all the rookies. Jordan Pickford from Everton. And Bernardo Silva. Okay. I'm not sure if Silva's retiring soon or yet. I feel he's been in the league forever and needs to retire soon. I mean, he's still pretty productive. And he's one of those guys that has an endless battery that never seems to stop. So maybe he can keep playing. I don't know. He's still playing for Man City, one of the best in the league. We'll see if that can continue. Mark Guiu. G-U-I-U. Guiu? Never heard of him, never seen him. Not a rookie card, surprisingly. Ben Burton Diaz from Southampton. Center Stage McAllister. And Emiliano Martinez, the Aston Villa goalkeeper. All right. Yeah, I can see why these have already fallen in value. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the pink base design. Like, I know they want to differentiate it from, like, the hobby, but, like, just make it, like, I don't know, a solid blue or something like you do with normal Select. I don't know. I don't like this at all. Eberici Easy, Crystal Palace, he's pretty good. Mbumo, he's pretty good from Brentford. Paqueta on the orange. Looks like we're going to get maybe 2 oranges a box. Paqueta was involved in a betting scandal. He's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Creative kind of player. He likes to set other guys up. I like Paqueta personally. And Renato Vieira, rookie from Chelsea. All right. So that's our 3rd rookie and our 2nd orange. 2 packs left. Can we get another orange or maybe a different color? I don't know. Let's check it out. Jean-Paul Van Heck, Brighthove. Bernd Leno from Fulham. James Madison. That's like a throwback. Yeah, that's like the original Prizm design. I actually like that a lot. That's not bad. We're going to put it in the good stack. And Joe Gomez. Not sure how rare the throwbacks are. We'll see if we get another one in the other box. Maybe it's like a one-a-box kind of thing. Haven't really seen any big names, though, yet, which is unfortunate. We need a Salah, a Holland, something. Onana from Man U. A Jota Silva from Nottingham Forest rookie. A silver of Tyreek Mitchell. And Rodri. So we got 1 silver, 1 throwback, and 2 oranges out of box 1. Let's check out box 2. I can see why these have already fallen in price. You know, they're probably asking $24.99, maybe even $29.99. There's definitely not that kind of value in here. Based on what I pulled, this is definitely a $15 blaster box. You know, I know you put the Prizm name on it, but just because you put the Prizm name on it doesn't mean it's worth $29.99 or $24.99. You have to give us something in the packs, and there wasn't much in those packs. Let's try box 2. Yeah, the inserts were pretty bland. Like, yeah, we're going to have to do better than that. Suchek again. Sugawara from Southampton rookie. A different color. A purple Vardy. Numbered. All right, there's something. Purple Vardy to 249. Vardy, I believe, just retired. Or if he didn't retire, he at least left Leicester City. But he's a legend. You know, his story is like one of those that's talked about, like, you know, in the bars around England. He was like delivering, like, he was like a delivery driver or something. And then, like, he was playing lower level soccer. And Leicester City saw him and gave him a chance. And at the time, Leicester City was like a 2nd or 3rd division team. And, like, you know, he brought them all the way to the Premier League. And then the year they made it to the Premier League, they won the Premier League at like 100,000 to 1 odds. They actually put bookies out of business, like, because they owed $1 million to people on their $10 bet for Leicester City to win the Premier League. You know, like, he's a legend, an absolute legend. So that's a good pull. We like that. Here's this Adingra guy again. Wisa, he's a good player for Brentford. Emergent, Tim Irogabunum. I did see him play on that Everton game the other day. He didn't look very good. And Kovacic, I mean, not looking very good. He didn't stand out. He didn't do anything that amazing. It wasn't like, oh yeah, that guy's got a future. Look at him make runs. Look at him. No, he didn't do much. He was just there running around. Joshua Zirkzee from Man U. Arijanet Muric from Ipswich Town. They already got regulated, but it is a rookie. Brennan Johnson on the orange. And Lucas Digne. Yeah, we'll put it in the good pile. Brennan Johnson's a good young player. He's not a rookie, but I think he's going to get more and more opportunities as, you know, Son kind of ages out, and they already got rid of Kane. Like, I think he's going to get more opportunities. Eddie Nketiah, Abdoulaye Doucouré. Jordan Pickford on the Fractal. Okay. And Yao Felix. I don't know anything about the Fractals. It's the first Fractal we've seen. Hold on, let me grab the box again. I don't think Fractal was one of the ones they said. No, Sublime, Green Pulsar, and more. Sublime, not Fractal. Kind of cool looking. There's like some sort of like lava lamp effect going on behind Mr. Pickford. Still no big names, though, which is kind of unfortunate. Lewis Miley, that would have been good last year when he was a rookie. Calvin Bassey, James Justin, Dominic Zoboslai. Base pack, nothing exciting. No rookies. Yeah, that kind of hurt. So if you see these Prizm Blasters on the shelf, don't pay $24.99 or $20.99, whatever they're asking. I don't even know if I'd pay $15 again on eBay. And I do see, like, you know, retail versions of this, like, you know, the retail boxes with 24 packs for like $40. I don't know. I don't really see much in here. Edson Alvarez, Christopher Aguirre, Chris Richards on the orange, Rodrigo Bentancur. So yeah, we out of our 48 cards, we didn't pull either of the two like big names, what I would call the biggest names in the Premier League. No Salah, no Holland. So that's not very good. Here's our hit stack. There's some cards in here that probably don't belong in here, but we're just going to leave them in here. Chris Richards on the orange, Fractal Pickford, orange Brennan Johnson, rookie Muric, rookie Sugawara. Our only silver was Tyreek Mitchell. I'm guessing our number card replaced the silver in the second box. Rookie Hoda Silva, James Madison on the throwback, orange Paqueta, Renato Vega on the rookie from Chelsea. That's actually not terrible. I think he actually got a little bit of playing time with Chelsea. That's probably our best rookie. Belil El Khanous from Leicester City rookie. Golding on the orange rookie from Leicester City. And then our purple numbered Jamie Vardy. Our hits from our junk wax packs. Like I said, we're going to do these every day or every video for about the next month or so. So our junk wax hits, we got Hall of Famer Steve Young, Hall of Famer Anthony Munoz, Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, rookie Marcus Naslund. I think that's decent. I'm pretty sure he played in the NHL for like 10 years. A young Mike Madonna, like team checklist card, but like I said, he's very young in that photo, and he's also going to be a Hall of Famer if he isn't already. Eddie Belfour, rookie, he should be in the Hall of Fame if he isn't. And Peter Forsberg, like pre-rookie, who is in the Hall of Fame. So we did pretty good off our hockey packs. Those are really fun and nostalgic. I definitely enjoyed them. While you guys are at it, check out those channels. Don't forget to like and subscribe on this. Don't forget to like this video. Leave a comment on this video about what you saw. Tell me, did you guys rip any of these junk wax era packs when you were a kid? Does this bring back nostalgic memories as well? Tell me down below if you're excited for the start of the new soccer season, who you think, you know, we should be looking out for, who's going to make a run this year. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions on things. So please leave a comment below. Please subscribe if you haven't. It's free. I appreciate you all, and you guys all have yourselves a great night.